Hi, welcome. I'm Les Ingelstead. Super happy to have you with me today because I am in a special, beautiful home. And these are my friends, Robin and Allen Larson. And we're here, we're invited to share some of this incredible work that they have done in their home. So I just want to turn it over and again, welcome. And we are so grateful that you're taking the time to do this. We're going to do a little pan around and see this home. And first of all, this house came from?
This house was from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. It was on Lake Avenue. It used to be the convent for Holy Rosary Church.
And that's what we're walking through. Apparently not the looks of it as it is now. But yes, there was how many rooms or bedrooms you said?
I think there were 10 bedrooms.
Okay, yeah, and we're going to be able to see some of this along our tour. So first of all, we're starting here in their beautiful foyer.
The foyer, Robin found, this did not have a grand staircase when we moved in.
Okay.
And Robin happened to find a grand staircase off the internet. And we had our contractor who worked with us in Wahpeton, he agreed to install a stairway system if we found a new stairway. And
so great.
So he was telling us what it all had to have. But Robin bought this because we had a very narrow window of time to buy it. He hadn't seen it, he hadn't approved it, but it fit like a glove.
Isn't that great? So much of this house, and like the wallpaper, when I look at this, Miss Robin, this is something that you knew was this time period?
Right.
And that's what we are seeing all throughout the house once we get underway here. So we're going to take our little selves this way. And what do you call this room now, please?
The parlor.
Is the parlor.
The parlor, of course. Sitting chairs. Here we are in the parlor. And in this room, there's beautiful things to look at, and definitely music seems to be the love of this room, right?
Yes, we have, how many pianos did you say we have?
5 pianos.
5 pianos, 2-player pianos, 2 pump organs, and
the grand is over there.
Yeah.
So when we go through this in the prism, and when we look at this, the windows, this was original, right? And just a lot of the wood trim and ideas that we'll walk through here was changed.
Yeah, the fireplace is no longer functional.
Okay.
But it's original.
That is original.
Gotcha.
And one thing I didn't point out before is the air circulation vents up there. They were covered in layers of paint, and we found out a way to remove the paint without hurting the surface.
Gotcha.
And turns out they're brass.
Yeah, and how beautiful is that?
So,
I love this part of your room here. When the separation, this was French doors, you had told me. So now we're looking at pocket doors.
It originally had pocket
And
doors.
originally discovered in their work that she wanted a little change. She saw and felt something was needing to change, and then we got these put into.
We measured the walls, and I figured there's enough room to put pocket doors in. And then we took the walls, punched holes in the wall there, and you could see in fact, I still have them in the garage, the old rails. But they were wore out, and they weren't
being
being
able
used
to
anymore
bring
for a
this
reason.
forward, I'm going to take us now into, this would probably, do you call it just the dining?
This is the dining room, yes.
Yes, just beautiful. All around outside is gorgeous too. It's autumn this time of year, so we're seeing a lot of that.
There are times when we'll see deer eating in our yard.
Really,
Right
outside.
More so in the spring.
Okay. Yeah, this is just, to see this kind of built in, and obviously when it was a convent, it probably didn't look quite so grand as that, but it was there. Is that what I'm understanding?
Oh yeah, that's original.
It was original home and then was bought later as the convent. So this was originally a home.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. And the year was built?
It was built in 1896.
And actually under the table, there's a servant's button, or the electricity, for the servant.
So it was a big fancy family. And then it was sold.
And
many of you
have been a multi-generational home, and that's what I'm thinking. Was that back in the 1800s, you would have the family would expand, and then they would have they would,
Two
two
families.
generations would share the same home,
Okay.
is what I'm thinking it might have been. We
Certainly.
haven't been able to get the research information on that yet.
And they have done so much research and making things as it is.
Yeah.
My husband's been able to be a part of it, and he loves hearing from Robin, her research, and she's off to maybe South Carolina because there's a part there that needs to get in her home because it was from the turn of the century, and we're going to feel that throughout the house, all of that beauty.
Some of these chairs that are around the table came from Sequin, Washington. We had to take our daughter out to Oregon to go to school, and we made a side trip up to Washington to pick up a bunch of chairs. Barely fit them in the Jeep.
Just happened to find them out there.
Yeah.
That is grand. And this is, once we go this way, Miss Rena, we are going to, I hate leaving some of these rooms because they're just so glorious. I mean, you're looking back and just getting the feel for this and to think.
And one of the unique features of this is they had painted beams on the ceiling. And we didn't think we would be able to reproduce them very well, so we had our carpenter, Jeff, put wood stripping up.
So that we brought it back to what it would have looked like.
Right.
Like this, right? These are the buttons to call your servant.
They're UL listed now.
Very good. And this is remarkable to me that this home, this is the whole of the kitchen, right?
Yes.
And I will say that it wasn't, she didn't raise her 5 children in here, but they are parents of 5 incredible children. Amazing each one of their lives are. And but she does still entertain. And so to come out of this kitchen is quite incredible to me. Because you don't get too many people around this table, let's just say. But Ellen, you did tell me, did you not, that, or maybe it was you, Miss Robin, that you didn't have a table with chairs around
In the
the
Victorian kitchen.
in the Victorian kitchen?
You would have
just
chairs
don't
in the
work in
room
place.
if you for some reason wanted to sit at the table.
Okay.
Like you'll have breakfast here most of the time. But
We will,
yeah.
but Victorian times they didn't.
No,
Right.
so it was,
It
I
was just
suppose,
the servants
just
that
the
would-
servants making things, and they would bring out
yeah.
Right.
to the dining. Sure, that makes sense too.
And the refrigerator is a clad to look like it's an old ice chest. And the jelly cabinet there to the right
That's
is
so special. Can I just
Yes.
show?
nope.
Oh, nope, I have to do it this way.
Top
That's right, it comes down, right?
Yep.
Look at that. It's a
Dirty dishes.
A modern dish.
a modern dishwasher behind that. Isn't that something? I just think that's just incredible.
And
Make-
to the right is a Hoosier cabinet,
Right, from 1907 or 1908.
which was popular back then because they didn't have the modern cupboards that we have today.
Right.
And,
Yeah, I do see those, and I think they're so remarkable. There was like a flower shoot and right,
Yep.
all that sort of thing in there.
yeah, it's still got
Oh yeah.
flower shoot and a list. You got
Grocery list.
a grocery list.
Oh, for
Has some
fun.
really strange things.
That is so special. It really is.
But our microwave is hiding down underneath.
Yes, and you do have those conveniences.
And we even have a garbage disposal. But it's
Really?
hid under there.
Hiding behind.
You hide
That
everything.
makes.
And Jeff took that butcher block and refinished it for us.
That's why it looks so familiar. I believe it was.
Oh
in
yeah,
our
it
shop.
was stuck in your shop for a few months.
I was like, why does that look so familiar? That would be it. Well,
And then these shelves Jeff made, and we put them up for.
But you said that position like that, you found that that's what they would have, right?
Right.
In the kitchen, they would have an open face, and you would see your supplies, I
Yep.
suppose, right?
And
So
then-
we get a little mix of modern, because you have to bring that in. But for the most part, what we've seen so far is just incredible work of art, and I hope, and I'm guessing you're all agreeing how fun this is. I'm going to have an opportunity to carry this through, so we are going to join you next time for one more shot to visit with the Larsons and see the rest of this incredible home. Thanks again for tuning in today, and you make yourself have an incredible day. Think about all the gifts that you've got, not what just these possess, because they have shared with me that they're caretakers. They know it's a gift, and we all have gifts. Make sure you take some time and share yours today. See you next time.